Welcome to the 11th meeting of Old Dominion University Student Government Association. Today is November 29th and the time is 3:15. Today we'll have the adoption of the agenda, followed by the adoption of the previous minutes, and then I'll talk about how we met quorum. For new business, we have resolution number 4, the Senate expansion bill. Then we have Senate bill number 10, the cabinet confirmation. Then we'll have our president and vice president's report, followed by our advisor's report, followed by our Senate committee reports. Then we'll have our public comments and announcements, followed by adjournment. Is there a motion at this time? Yes, Senator Fidel.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Motion to implement the agenda to add the ODU-PD report after new business.
There's a motion on the floor to move to add ODU-PD's report after new business. Is there a second? Is there any opposition? Since there is no opposition, Madam Chief of Staff, can you please make that president? Are there any other motions at this time? Yes, Senator Jacobs.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move to approve the agenda.
There's a motion on the floor to approve the agenda. Is there a second? Since there's a second, the agenda is now approved. The previous minutes were sent out in advance, so they will not be read aloud. Madam Chief of Staff, could you please pull up the previous minutes? Are there any questions regarding the previous minutes? Since there are no questions regarding the previous minutes are now approved. Today we met quorum at 27. Now we're moving to our next order of business. We have resolution number 4, the Senate expansion bill. Will the sponsors for this bill please come forward?
Hey everybody. So this is about the Senate capacity again. Only thing we changed really was the 0.5 to the 0.4%, specifically because that is what a few people brought up and asked for was 0.4, so that's what we made it. That's pretty much it. Hopefully you read it and talked about it a bit.
Are there any questions for the chief sponsor? Since there are no questions for the chief sponsor, is there a motion at this time? Yes, Senator Washington.
I'll move to take the bill to second reading status.
There's a motion on the floor to move this bill to second reading status. Is there a second? Is there any opposition? Since there is opposition, I will now take a rising hand vote. All in favor of moving this bill to second reading status, please raise your hands high. All opposed? The yeas have it. This bill will now be moved to second reading status. Moving on to our next order of business, we have Senate bill number 10, the cabinet confirmation bill.
Hello, everybody. I would like to formally introduce you all to the candidate for the position of Director of Legislative Affairs and Diversity, Ms. Mia Turner. Mia, do you want to come up and introduce yourself, everyone? Ready to go?
Right, it's 3.91.
Hi everybody, my name is Mia Turner. I have just applied for the position of Director of Legislative Affairs and Diversity. I am also the Vice President and founder of a new organization here on campus called GLODU, Global Learning ODU. It is a study abroad organization. I wanted to do this position because I'm well aware that the diversity and voice of the students aren't being heard as much. And there are a lot of different things that we can talk about that aren't being talked about, and there aren't places to be talked about, so I would like to try and open that to the floor to everybody, not just specific people. It's diversity, so it's supposed to be everybody of all different backgrounds, all different races, colors, sizes, shapes, and that's just my application for the position.
Anybody have any questions for me or for Mia at this point?
Are there any questions for Rachel or Mia? If not, are there any motions at this time? Yes, Senator Jacobs.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I motion to fast track the bill.
There's a motion on the floor to fast track this bill. Is there a second? Is there any opposition? Since there is opposition, I will now take a rising hand vote. All in favor of fast tracking this bill, please raise your hands high.
Point of order. Can we ask why?
You can do point of inquiry without a point of order.
Point of inquiry. Can we ask Senator, I didn't see who the hand was, why you didn't want to fast track?
I personally don't see a point of fast tracking the
bill. Either way, if it goes to second reading status, it'll be voted on next week. So I personally don't know why we are fast tracking the bill.
Last time we fast tracked the bill, there was a lot of disruption within the Senate. So just to stay with consistency, we fast tracked the confirmation 2 confirmations ago. We didn't fast track the last one, and that didn't have any problems. So I don't see no reason to fast track this one.
We do have, just keep in mind, we do have another Senate meeting before the end of the semester. So back to the motion in hand. There's a motion on the floor to fast track this bill. All in favor of fast tracking this bill, please raise your hands high. All opposed? The yeas have it, this bill will now be fast-tracked. Moving on to our next order of business, we have ODUPD report. Oh, no, this bill is fast-tracked. You vote for it during the special session.
Good afternoon. First, let me apologize that I did not bring the report, so I will make sure I have it for the next meeting, so please forgive me for that. I just wanted to do a quick update, guys, for some of the red call boxes, the call boxes and the red phones, to make sure that we know the purpose of them and that we're using them. So I'm going to do a quick little presentation, if you guys don't mind. Go ahead and forward to the next slide, please. Like I said, as y'all know, throughout the campus, we have red phones and blue call boxes, and they're attached to, like I said, a lot of them are attached to the buildings and so forth. Let me turn this way because I didn't yesterday, last time I was here, blue boxes. The purpose of them, if y'all see anything suspicious, a lot of times, like I said, to get on the phone or call 683-4000, may take a little time. But if you hit that box there, it goes directly to our dispatch center, and our dispatch center knows exactly where you are. So you don't have to say, I'm in front of, and waste time. Just go immediately say what the concern is to expedite time. If you see, go to the next one also, the red phones in the building. These are emergency phones. Make sure that you use them to say, like I said, once again, it'll let you know exactly where it is. If you see something of concern, please pick up the phone and let us know what you see suspicious. Not that, somebody spilled something on the floor or something of that nature because we had it. Like I said, these are for, like I said, safety, emergency purposes. So when you see them, by all means, use them. Like I said, a lot of people, unfortunately, still don't know 683-4000. This goes directly to the police department. But if you forget, please pick up the phone, and it will let us know exactly where you are, and we will dispatch and let us know the problem. And I believe there should be maybe one more slide. And these are some of the locations throughout the university where the phones are and the call boxes are, just to give you a good briefing. We at the police department, we do not service them. It goes to, like I said, our maintenance center. But we do, I have our patrol aides that work for the police departments. And every Sunday, what they do is get out here and check every call box at every location to make sure that they're working. So that if somebody asks, every Sunday, these call boxes and phones are checked. You have a question?
Are one of those parking lots near Powhatan? Because I was just looking for a Powhatan on there.
No, there's not one.
Is there a reason why there's not one over
I
there?
couldn't tell you that.
Oh, okay.
It really isn't us, but like I said, we would take any suggestions and any means to, like I said, to get a few more around campus. It wouldn't hurt.
I just feel like it's a really, cause I live over there, it's a really open area and you don't have to swipe in, so.
100%. Yes, ma'am. I agree with you 100% on that.
I noticed that.
You asked a question.
Oh, sorry. I noticed there's one at the Scotland front door, but not any other front doors. Is there a reason why it's not? Was like the newest door in the quad or something, or?
Actually, they do have some there that's on the opposite wall. They're unfortunately how they do it, they're in different places. One is at, actually, like I said, if you're facing, it's the opposite where the brick pillar is.
Okay.
You don't ask, as soon as you walk out the door, there's a brick pillar. It's there. So we had no rhyme or reason. Next, I wanted you to also know that we just did a Monarch Napkin Challenge. And one of the things that we, if you could pay a little snippet, hopefully, you know, it's cool and it's a fun video that we did, and we really, like I said, there was a lot of effort that was put into it. But one of the things, like I said, as you guys know, when stuff around our campus is left unattended, we have major problems. So one of the things we were asking, and we were asked to participate in this, and we kind of, you know, welcome to do it, but make sure that you definitely look, you know, for your belongings. Make sure that you're paying attention to it. Like I said, this was a really cool, but the point is, if you are in the cafeteria and you leave your book bag to save your place as you go get your lunch, 9 times out of 10 when you guys come back, your item isn't there. So like I said, we need you guys to help police this university. That's the main thing. We really need your help. There's not a police officer assigned to every student. But we need you guys, and this is kind of the thing that we're doing. So please, like I said, yes, fun and cool, but please, like I said, if you see somebody's stuff, say, hey, don't do that. You know, take your stuff with you. All right, thank you so much. Any questions? And I will have the report with me, I promise, next meeting, guys.
Moving on to our next order of business, we have our President and Vice President's report. Madam President.
I had to call because I forgot the Pride Nomination gift in my office. I'm bad. But I will still announce who won this week. This person has been an uplifting presence to new members specifically. That is Taji Blackman. So congratulations, Taj. Pride this week. My quote for this, sorry, this is going to be a very short report and then I have a video. My quote for this week is, believe you can and you're halfway there. And then I have a video to kind of get everybody geared up and excited for the Virginia Leadership Academy. There's Sam. Well, if there were sound, you would hear some students from around the Commonwealth of Virginia explaining what they gained from Virginia Leadership Academy last year, the impact that they feel they had on other students, and what they can take back to their prospective campuses. We exchanged a lot of good ideas and thoughts about what we have at ODU and what we can take from other schools. Made new friends. Anybody who was at VLA last year can attest we made a whole new group of friends. And throughout the year, we still exchange with those people. So talk to like Norfolk State's SGA and see what they've got going on and what they've changed this year and how we can grow just from learning about their campus. So we had a service project. We went to Adventure Park, thank you. And Tosh had one. It's kind of awkward now. It's gonna be great. But if anybody else would like to join the VLA team, we're meeting again this Friday at 5 o'clock in which room? South room. And we have already put a team together and started communicating with our campus partners. We want to make it bigger and better than it was last year, and that's gonna be pretty hard to beat. So get excited. Thanks, guys. We're gonna come back to Jessica. She's on her way back from office.
Moving on to our next order of business, we have our advisors report, starting with Greg.
Hello, everybody. I hope everybody had a nice break and, hit the ground running with their, homework and exams coming up. But in the meantime, could you please sign up for the retreat that we have coming up? It'll be January 27th through the 29th. We're going to Wintergreen. So I sent the link out this morning to everybody. So please sign up. Thank you.
Dr. P. Preston.
Yeah, just wanted to elaborate on what Greg was saying there with it being exam times coming up. Make sure you're pushing our testing materials that we have available in the office for students to come in and get. I know Justin's been working really hard with his committee to make sure we have fully stocked on blue books and Scantrons and all that good stuff. So make sure you're telling all your friends if they need blue books or exam materials to stop by the office. It's a great way to get our name out there as well.
Don.
The only thing I will add is that this time of year is a time that students are really stressed out. It's their finals or they're going home for the holidays, you're not sure how they're going to pay bills. So I just would ask that you all make sure that you're taking care of yourselves, but you're also taking care of others. Just in the last couple of weeks, we've had more students have thoughts of suicide. So I just want to put that out there, and that you all are in circles of friends that maybe they're not feeling good or their behavior changes. So that 5 minutes that you spend with them saying, hey, are you okay? Or you should go check out this service can make a difference in their lives. So I just want to encourage you all to do that because sometimes they just need that extra push. But also in that, you also need to make sure you're taking care of yourself. And that finals are going to be here in no time. So there's no better time to start studying than today, right after student government. If you want to start studying for your finals, that would be great. There you go. Yes.
Moving on to our next order of business, we have our Senate committee reports, starting with our Director of Finance, Mr. Raphael.
Hey everyone. I sent an email out yesterday about the budget consultations because budget season is coming up. If you didn't get an email, let me know because I used the roster that was on the Google Drive as well. And there's this binder of sign-ups that I'll be passing around. So. Anyway, sign up for those. The slots that are in red, only the finance committee and advisors can sign up for those, so don't sign up for that. My committee is having a budget party February 9th. So I'm going to send out more details about that, but just as a heads up. And after you sign up for the budget consultations, make sure you record the dates in your phones or your calendars. I will be sending out email reminders once a week, so I just want you to have it there. That's it.
Next, we'll have our Director of Bonus and Sustainability, Ms. Brittany Adams.
Hey guys, we're having our final committee meeting of the semester this Wednesday, which is tomorrow. We're going to finalize a lot of our events for next semester. And I'm also meeting with counseling services before the end of the semester, so if you have any complaints or concerns you want me to ask her, you can see me.
Next, we'll have our Director of All-Campus Life, Ms. Courtney Cunningham.
Hey, so I only have one thing. Exam Jam is December the 8th. It's with Virginia Beach Higher Education Center. There's still like about 5 to 7 seats available. So if you want to go, please let me know. We're going to be leaving at 2:30, around 2:15.